What's up, guys? Big Papa Drock back with another King Arthur Legends Rise video. So good to see you all. Hope you are having a fantastic day wherever in the world you may be. I'm having a wonderful day when I'm recording this, and a big thank you to King Arthur Legends Rise for sponsoring this video. We have been playing this game now, I think, for about a month and a half, a little over a month and a half, and I'm enjoying it just as much as the first day I started. So guys, if you haven't tried it out yet, do yourself a favor, click my link down below in the description, click my link on the pinned comment, just click my link and give it a shot. And then let me know in the comments what you think about it, because for me, it has been a really nice breath of fresh air. But today's video, what we're gonna cover is just kind of an overall view of how to make sure you're maximizing your account every single time you log into the game. And some of these things are pretty self-evident, but some of them that we're going to talk about are things that I didn't even know and was missing out on doing that would have really helped progress my account a lot faster had I been paying attention or had I known about it. So you can see here, I've just logged in, the server's reset, I haven't touched anything. So everything is fresh, lots of fun red dots. But I want to get into the first thing that I wish I had known about before missing out on doing it many different times, and that is over here in the restricted area, and it's the Forbidden Dungeon. Now, you might have done the Forbidden Dungeon, you've tried to push up. If you've played Raid, this is very similar to Doom Tower, but there's one really cool difference that I had no idea about, and it is so important in terms of what you get for progressing. And so we'll go to the highest stage I've completed, which is stage 90 right now. I've got 10 stages left. And if you click a stage you've already completed, you'll notice here in the bottom right, it says auto clear. Auto clear. What is auto clear? Yes, you can actually go in and clear these stages and get the expected rewards completely free after beating it the first time. Talk about an incredible quality of life thing that they have done here. And this is so important for progression, because one of the things that I thought when I first started playing King Arthur is, man, it takes a long time to really awaken your heroes, to get them up to that 6-star level, like fully pink stars filled in, because you can't get pedestals. Well, that's because I wasn't playing the game correctly. Guess what? You can get a lot of pedestals by using auto clear. We'll do 2 here, for example, and that's going to give us 6 pedestals just for clicking a button, because we've already beaten the stage, along with crafting materials and lumber and Forbidden Dungeon tokens or coins, which is so great when it comes to actually buying things in here that will help progress your account. So I can't believe that I didn't know about this. It seems so self-evident, but I really did not realize that this was a feature in the game. So obviously, when you log into the game, push this every single day. You get 5 tickets every day. And if you beat certain stages, they'll give you additional tickets. So push as far as you possibly can on your account. Right now, I'm stuck on 91. Hopefully, I'll be able to push to level 100, which kudos to HWZ. He's already completed it. But the rewards you get from doing this each stage are fantastic. And then being able to auto clear, it is going to progress your account so much faster. And man, excuse me, I'm burping over here. Man, do I wish I had known about this earlier when I first started playing. So that's the first thing. Then let's talk about, obviously, you should be in a clan. You should be logging in. This is all pretty self-evident stuff. Click your buttons, claim your rewards. Hopefully your clan has enough people to where you're getting max rewards every single day, which will absolutely help you to progress faster. Pretty sick they give you a special summon ticket potentially every day just for logging in and for having your clan members log in. So I just have to tip my cap to the King Arthur people. They really take quality of life seriously, and they really take being player friendly in this style of game seriously as well, which I really appreciate it. But let's go to the next thing that you might forget to do every single day, and you should do it every day, and that is, if you go to your arena, certainly take your rewards from whatever you did the day before, but don't forget to go to the arena shop. You can't see it, but it's right down here. It's a little button down here, and click in the bottom left arena shop, and every day you can get yourself an extra 100 stamina. This was something that I don't think was in the game from the very beginning. If it was, I definitely missed it. I think they added this in a recent update, but an extra 100 stamina, that's several dungeons. That's more progress. And it's something that you might forget to do every day because there is no mission around this other than competing in arena at least once per day to complete quests. Let's talk about quests for a second here too. So if you go to your power-up guide, you've got your daily mission progress. Obviously, there are a bunch of different things here. Another huge quality of life thing that I love is that first and foremost, it's the same thing every day, which is great. It doesn't change. It makes it so you know exactly what to do. This is in sharp contrast to Raid, which is constantly switching all of your daily missions around, which makes it frankly a real pain in the butt to know what you have to do on a daily basis to get extra stamina, to get, you know, your rewards. Well, King Arthur does it the right way. They give you a set list of things to do. And the best part about this is they give you more things than you actually need to get, again, another special summon ticket. So again, another chance at a legendary. Talk about being player friendly. But so let's take a look at these things and talk about what you should be prioritizing every day. Now, one of the things that I've heard players talk about is, oh, I need more stamina, right? Like, I run out of stamina. I totally get that. I think King Arthur has a really generous stamina limit, but it does take a little bit of time to recharge. So when you're looking at daily mission progress, one of the great things about this, you can pick and choose what you want to do. And you can hypothetically avoid using a massive amount of stamina by doing things on this list that don't necessarily require it. So summoning 3 times, you get 3 free normal summons just for playing the game. That doesn't require any stamina. Using XP potions, you probably have a decent amount built up, which you can do and use to level up heroes super simply. And that also doesn't require stamina. So don't be afraid to come in here and do the tasks that don't require a massive amount of stamina if you're really hurting at the moment. You can save that stamina for things that you really need to get done. So just one of those things that I think people don't pay enough attention to. And then the other thing is, look, you've got 2 different things in here that give you an extra 200 stamina. And that's clearing the Forbidden Dungeon, which you can do completely on auto, like we just looked at. So that's an extra 100 stamina for that, and doesn't use any stamina to do, which is massive. And then also just attempting an equipment enhancement. And this is as simple, guys, as coming in here and doing 1 level. This is it. It costs basically no gold. It's done. And because this UI is actually well done, I go right back to where I was and I can claim that reward. Now, obviously you don't want to be doing what I'm doing right now. I'm at over 1,000 stamina. This is as a result of me not running a bunch of dungeons in the last day or so. So I need to burn all this down because I want to try to maximize my regeneration. But again, it's just such a nice quality of life thing that you can pick and choose what quests or what missions you want to do every single day. And you can get into a habit of when you log in, you say, okay, I'm going to do these 4 things. I know exactly what they are because they stay the same. I'm going to level a relic. I'm going to craft a piece of equipment. I'm going to knock out the Forbidden Dungeon. And before you know it, you've already cleared all your daily missions. You unlocked another special summon ticket, and you've given yourself a massive stamina boost. Now, the one thing I would really encourage you to do every day is to defeat monsters in the equipment dungeon, because stat change stones are pretty hard to come by, and this is super important for maxing out gear. So if you're going to do a stamina thing, try to do your equipment dungeon battles and get this change of stats. And then obviously entering the arena is super simple, right? You just tap in here, you tap duel, you go nuts. If you've built a beast team like me, hopefully you cook somebody quickly. But it's just this kind of quality of life stuff and player friendly stuff that it abounds in this game, where I really feel like the developers have put an emphasis on creating a game that does not penalize you for playing it. And it's a big change for me personally coming from Raid, where I feel like every decision in that game is specifically about trying to upset me as much as possible or trying to penalize me as a player as much as possible. Well, it's a very different design philosophy here, and something that I really personally enjoy. So you've got your missions, you can do that. I want to also take a quick look at a couple other areas that I think you should really be paying attention to. And the big one here that I think, you know, people miss is the Knights Pass. This thing is awesome. This thing is awesome. And again, a lot of the things in this, like, they overlap with what you're doing in your daily missions. Using 60 stamina, that's one of your daily missions as well. Summoning 3 times, the same thing here. So if you're doing some of those things, you're also clearing this as well. And guys, this is hands down, in my opinion, The best, if you're going to spend money in this game, this is the place to do it, other than like the limited time stuff, where this is $20 hypothetically every month, and the rewards in this pass are nuts. But what's also great about this is you don't even have to spend money to get the second level. It's just gems, which you can get from playing or completing requirements or challenges, etc. And it's actually really, really, really good rewards, even on that second level. Now, if you opt to spend $20, you get yourself a guaranteed legendary hero every single month. Again, for this game, that is a really, really, really good value, in addition to all the other things you see here. So you can see I'm a spender, you know, love me or hate me for it, but this is by far the best thing. If you're going to spend, this is the best place to put your money. The other thing to keep in mind here, this was a mistake I made. So you get points for every mission that you complete. Do not purchase your levels if you are anywhere close to 100. If you purchase a level, this goes back to 0. I made this mistake early on. So you're better off hitting 0. And then if you need to purchase a level using, I believe it's gems, or crystals, excuse me, you can do this then. But do not have any number here and do a level purchase, because you will lose that value. But do these missions every single day. And again, they overlap with your daily missions, so they're really, really, really easy to complete. Player friendly, you know what I mean? That's the name of the game here. I don't have to tell you to do simple things like collect all of your different resources here. That's a given, right? You should be doing that daily as well. I think these things fill up quicker than a day, if I remember correctly. But it is something to pay attention to and just to remember to check in and try to do. And then the other thing here, one last little thing that I wasn't paying attention to, is if you go into your achievement section, obviously it lists the different things that you can do, right? Well, one of the things that I was missing out on in terms of progressing this to get better stuff was I had been completing dungeons in a row, and I didn't go back to collect my level. And so even though, if you see here, Apelia's dungeon floor 1 is what the mission is. Now I've already completed up to level 4. I haven't pushed this dungeon at all. I need to make sure to complete this and then unlock it and go back. So if we do this quickly, and let's see here, you can see how it's been a while since I've done this specific dungeon. So let's pull out, let's put in Bedivere, let's cook on level 1, let's watch him annihilate. Just make sure you're paying attention to these different achievements, because they will help you unlock more progress as well. And again, when you complete a dungeon, you just need to make sure to go back after every single level to get that, to check off that mark so that it goes to the next stage of that mission. So you see here, we've completed it. It tells us that we've completed it. If I were to go to the next stage and complete it, I don't get that mission as being marked complete. I need to actually advance that manually by going back in here, going up here, and actually going to that achievements area and collecting that achievement. So again, that's another mistake I made, which meant that I had to go back and do each single dungeon stage over and over again, as opposed to just doing it as I go along. So here we are, claim rewards, and now it says, hey, Drock, why don't you beat floor 2? You know what? I'll do that next time I'm in. So these are just small things to think about. The other thing too, don't neglect your shard shop, guys. So if you're ever in doubt of what something is in here, just come up to the top right. Basically everything is reachable from here, but don't neglect your shard shop. This is something that I didn't even know existed until I saw a video on it. Again, another thing that there's just so many different things in this game that you might not stumble upon unless you're really looking hard, or unless someone points it out. You should be exchanging shards constantly. When you're pulling stuff, select the shards that you don't need, or the you know, the stones that you don't need, whatever, the relics. Exclude the heroes who haven't reached Chivalry 10, and just make sure you're maximizing this, because it does take some time, right? Like, you have to get your heroes to Chivalry 10, of course, but what's great about this is every single week, what's available in here changes, and it's super easy to come in here after you've saved up stuff and just get a specific relic that you really need for a hero, or you know, like a legendary hero as well. So it makes it easier to acquire some of these things. And then also even the memory stones, where you can level your hero chivalry up easier here as well. Again, legendary is very expensive. Rare is significantly easier in this game to level it up. So prioritize whatever makes the most sense for your account. But again, something I did not know about until I saw someone pointing out. And I think that's the thing that's crazy about this game, is there's so much depth. There's so many different things to learn. And I know it can seem a little overwhelming at first, but that's part of what has made me really fall in love, is that there is a lot of complexity and depth that you get to discover and figure out. The final thing that I'll just say is when you're doing quests to advance your city or your town or your bastion or whatever, I can't remember what the heck this is called, my Coliseum, whatever. Try to make sure, like, you can't see it right now, but what's great about the castle is you can click here and it will give you the list of things that you need to do in order to advance to the next level. And always make sure to pay attention to your royal road and your path of lords, right? Your path of pioneers, because I like to try to prioritize whatever's next in this in order to unlock more benefits, which might make it easier to level things up or to reach the next level of advancement, which, for example, I'm prioritizing Castle 14. This gives me resource chests, which means it's going to make it easier for me to do the Mage's Tower, etc. And again, if you're doing the Forbidden Dungeon every single day, getting these resources is way easier than it first appears. Because certainly when I started, I was like, my Lord, it's going to take forever, until I started auto clearing that Forbidden Dungeon. So just some things that I wanted to point out. I hope that you found this helpful for you. Or maybe I missed some things that you want to leave in the comments down below. What I love about this is the community has been really helpful. So please, by all means, let me know what you think. And let me know what you guys are thinking of the game. And also, those of you who have used my link to download it, I really appreciate it. It helps me out a ton, and I hope you're having as much fun as I am. So thanks so much, guys. I will see you on one soon. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Big Papa Drock out.